ever just have one of those moments when you realize you're doing the complete opposite of what you know you're supposed to be doing? So for the past, I want to say since February, I've been kind of, not even since February, since before then, really since I got back home, which was back in November, I've been procrastinating. I haven't been all in. I've been 1 foot in of what I want to do and 1 foot out. And through these past few months, I've really, it's gotten to a point where I've completely laid all the way back from how I used to be in the way that I used to think. I used to be the type of guy who would wake up at 5:30 in the morning just to go to the gym, who would spend an hour and 30 minutes in the gym, come back home, take a cold shower, journal. I used to be more driven. And now these past few months, ever since I got back from Argentina, all that has just been completely stripped away from me. But that's not because of any of the outside elements that have gone on in my life for the past basically year at this point. It's been because of me. It's been because I've put myself in this place. I've put myself in that state of mind. And the reason why I put myself in this state of mind is because a year ago, I decided to quit my job where I was very, very successful. I decided to start my own business. I decided to do my own thing. And I decided that I knew what I was doing when I really didn't, because I was only 21 at the time. Well, 20 at the time, actually, not 21, 20. It's because I had so much pride that I failed. And then that failure led into a series of events that has put me in an unfortunate position, causing me to have to do things that I don't necessarily want to do, but I have to do them. You know, it's crazy. I told myself that I wasn't going to go work a 9 to 5 because I was so good at sales that I was like, oh, I couldn't imagine working a 9 to 5 ever again in my life. That at the age of 19, I was making 6 figures, over 10K per month. You know, the thing that everybody crazes about on social media nowadays. And all of that got stripped away from me because I got too much pride and thought I was a hotshot. And it's because of that fault that I am where I am now, working at a landscaping job, trying to figure things out, so to speak. It's because I didn't realize the blessings that I had back then, and I was trying to move way too fast. I was comparing myself to everybody that I saw online, being a part of this hustle culture, trying to fast track my way to having a business that was generating hundreds of thousands of dollars each year. I told myself, well, if they can do it, why can't I? And I'm not saying that I can't do it, but I was making decisions based off of emotions. And now I am where I'm at. And I know that's a lot of rambling, but I have to explain this situation to you because I've been procrastinating. I've been doing things that I told myself I would never do. I've been doing things that I thought I grew out of, but I really haven't. And therefore, it's like I rewinded to how I was 3-4 years ago, all because I took an L and I couldn't handle the blow. Isn't that crazy? And I had a realization recently. I was watching this YouTube video of this young guy who's about 24 years old. He's black just like me, you know, I can relate to him. And, you know, one topic that most people don't talk about is death. And I've been thinking about that a lot recently and about what he was saying in the video. He's like, don't play with your life, bro. God only gave you one chance. God woke you up this morning so you have purpose. So don't play with what he has given you. And that really stuck with me because I'm sitting here thinking, man, like for the past 8 months to a year, I've been playing with my life. I've been sitting at home doing nothing, watching TV, playing video games, doing all this stupid stuff, when in reality, I need to be getting back on track. Not this whole, woe was me. Not this whole, oh, I left the country, tried to start a business, I failed, and this is it. Because the crazy thing is, during all that, during the midst of my procrastination, in the back of my mind, bro, the one thing that my subconscious was telling me every single day was, Jaden, you're meant for more. Jaden, you could do better. Jaden, what are you doing? You're self-sabotaging yourself. You're sedating yourself. You're putting yourself to sleep. in the back of my mind, I was telling myself that every single day. It's like I was having a conversation with myself, bro. It's like there's two different parts of me. One, they're both fighting. And I'm sitting here thinking, when is it gonna end? You know, what's crazy is I've been through this cycle before, the cycle where you tell yourself, I'm gonna change tomorrow, or I could change later down the line, or I can lock in later, it's okay. It's like, yeah, you know, I'm still going to the gym, I'm still showing up to work, but is that it? Is that all you got? Is that all the fight you got in you? Just going to work, just going to the gym? Is that all the juice that you could squeeze out of yourself today? These are the questions that I've been asking myself. What's your purpose, bro? Why are you here? Why does God wake you up every single morning? And it's like, God, why am I here? Why do you keep on waking me up every morning? When I'm sitting here being lazy and you keep on forgiving me, you keep on waking me up every single morning. And I'm asking myself these questions and I'm like, I gotta go, right? Like something's gotta change, something's gotta give, because if something doesn't change now, it's never gonna change. You know, I'm sitting here talking to this camera, and this is probably the most real I've ever been in front of a camera, because I've tried multiple times to make a YouTube channel. The videos that I posted before were just stupid. They weren't an accurate representation of who I wanted to be deep down, and I know it. But I was just showing this facade. I was just trying to start this education online business, when in reality, it's like, people don't need education. They need inspiration. Inspiration to know that they can do the things that they don't think are possible. And that's what I want to do. But this whole time I've been convoluted and distracted by all these things I've been seeing online, telling me how I can make all this money and do all these things if I just do this one thing. And not only that, but I'm battling myself every single day, bro. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I know there's plenty of people that can relate. You can relate because if you're like me, then you know deep down that you're meant for more. There's that little part of you that is telling you to get up and do something. Ever since I turned 18, the flip just switched, man. I don't know what it was. It's like I graduated, we moved to Georgia, and the flip just switched, man. It's like, okay, I gotta lock in. Like, I gotta do something. I gotta find some sort of way to make some sort of move, man. I gotta be that person in my family that does something. There has to be some sort of change. There has to be, because if it doesn't change with me, then nothing's gonna change. If I don't change, then how can I expect my family to change? If I don't change, how can I expect my friends to change? If I don't change, how can I expect you watching this video to change? If I don't change, how can I expect anybody to change in this life and in this world? And I realized me improving myself is more than just me selfishly trying to get to some sort of goal. Me improving myself can impact other people. Me making my life better can make other lives better. And I don't know where all that went. Like, I used to think like this, you know? I did, and it's like I kind of lost myself. I got lost in the sauce, bro. And I don't know how all these things got lost in translation, but I know God keep on waking me up every single morning. And there's a reason. I know there's a reason for everything. There's a reason for the people that I meet. There's a reason for the stuff that I see. There's a reason for the conversations that I have. At this point in my life, it's either all in or all out. It's either all or nothing. And I'm not saying this just for me, but I'm saying this for you as well. You're either gonna play the game or the game's gonna play you. You just have to choose which side you want to be on. Because at the end of the day, and this ain't no hustler culture, none of that stuff that you see online that's trying to convince you to buy something. This is real talk. You can change. I can change. And this video, this channel is going to be a testament to that, because I want to inspire people to change, to know that they can do exactly what they want to do, to know that it's okay if you want just a regular life, but as long as you're working hard, as long as you're putting in that work, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. As long as you're doing what you got to do, that's all that really matters. You don't got to be like everybody you see online. I fell for that trap 100 times, bro. And I'm still falling for it to this day. But you know one thing though? We're given life. We're given this opportunity, and we can't waste it, because one day you and I, we're going to die. Unfortunately, we're not going to be here anymore. And that sucks to think about it, because you're thinking to yourself, oh, you mean to tell me one day I'm not going to get to wake up and see my parents, or one day I'm not going to get to wake up and do X, Y, Z? Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you. And because we have that finite amount of time, people think, oh, average life expectancy, 70 years. People think that's a lot of time, but it's really not. If we look through the lens of a different perspective, how long has the earth been here? Millions of years. You and I, we maybe have, right, generous, let's say 90 years. That's not a lot of time, bro. That's not a lot of time for you or I. So at the end of the day, it's about what we do with that time. And I'm not talking about the time that you're going to have. I'm talking about the time that you have right now. And this is for me too. I need to use the time that I have right now, not the time that I have tomorrow, not the time that I have next week, not the time that I have next month or next year, the time that I have right now. Because if it don't happen right now, best believe it's not going to happen tomorrow. Because I've been telling myself that lie for the past 8 months. And the thing is, I already knew what it was. I already knew that was a lie. But I told myself it anyways. Don't be a victim of your own mind. Don't be a victim of that small part of you that doesn't want the best for you. Don't. Because if you become a victim of it, what will you have? What will I have? Nothing. We'll live a life that's not worth living. We'll live a life sedated. We'll live a life asleep, like a zombie, but worse. And I don't know about you, but I don't want that, because that's scary. It's depressing. Thinking about it, it just makes me sad, bro, to be honest. Because I know there's people out there that live like that, and I hated it. And some people even hate themselves for living that way. But each and every single one of us have an opportunity to change it every single day, because God still wakes us up. Even though we do bad things, even though we do things that we're not supposed to, even though we do things that is antithetical to him, he's still merciful and graceful, and he still wakes us up each and every single morning. So if you're watching this video, I want you to really think about what I'm saying right now, because Lord knows I need to, because this is not just for you, it's for me too. I need to hear this. And this is why I'm documenting this right now, because I know where I want to go. I know who I want to be. And this is just the beginning of that journey. But other than that, just work hard, man. Peace.